You know that beautiful old tree in your yard? Well, it might be telling you a secret. And honestly, it could be a dangerous one. Today, we're going to decode that language. We're going to walk through the warning signs that trees send out long before disaster strikes, so you can become a first responder for your own backyard. Right. Let's get one thing straight. Trees rarely just fall over out of the blue. It's not a sudden decision. As the slide says, they whisper their distress for months, sometimes even for years. That huge, catastrophic failure, that's just the final act of a really long, slow decline. A decline that you can often see if you know what to look for. Look, a 50-foot oak tree doesn't have a check engine light. You are the sensor. Think of yourself as the early warning system for your own property. Spotting trouble early isn't just about trying to save a tree. It's about preventing a total crisis before gravity, inevitably takes over. So, here's our game plan for today. We're going to build a super simple, systematic inspection checklist. We'll start at the ground with the roots and work our way all the way up to the very top. It's a visual guide anyone can use. Okay, first, let's get on the same page about a core idea. A tree is basically a biological machine. And like any machine, its parts can wear out, they can decay, and yeah, they can eventually break. But just like a machine, it shows really clear physical signs of that wear and tear long before it fails completely. So we're going to start where everything begins, the roots. The roots are both the tree's anchor, holding it in the ground, and its lifeline, pulling in all the water and nutrients it needs to survive. So if the foundation fails, the rest of the tree is basically living on borrowed time. All right, you really need to pay attention to this one. This is called soil heaving, and it's not a warning sign. It's a sign of a disaster that's already in progress. If you see the ground mounding up on one side of the tree, it means the roots are literally tearing out of the earth. The tree is actively losing its grip. This is a 5-alarm fire. Now, you might see some mushrooms growing at the base of your tree and think, oh, that's kind of neat. But no, it's a dead giveaway of a huge problem. These mushrooms, or conks, are just the visible tip of the iceberg. They're the fruiting body of a massive fungal network that's been eating away at the inside of your tree for years. The tree is, quite literally, rotting from the inside out. Okay, moving up from the roots, let's talk about the trunk. You can think of it as the tree's spine. It's the main structural support, and it's the highway that moves water and nutrients up and down. So if the spine is compromised, the whole tree is in big trouble. So when you're looking at the trunk, here are 3 major red flags to watch for. First, deep cracks that go past the bark and into the wood. That suggests the tree is under immense stress, maybe even splitting apart. Second, big patches of peeling bark, which can reveal dead zones underneath. And finally, hollows. Yeah, they're a great home for a squirrel, but they're also a serious structural weakness. And speaking of hollows, this number is absolutely crucial. Arborists have a rule of thumb. If the solid wood shell around a hollow is less than 30% of the trunk's total diameter, that tree is considered a high-risk hazard. It might look huge and sturdy, but it could snap like a twig in the next big storm. All right, now let's look up all the way up to the canopy. This is often the very first place a tree shows signs of a deeper problem. What's happening in the leaves can tell you a whole lot about what's going on way down in the roots. Okay, so if you look up and see dead, leafless branches at the very top of the tree, but the lower branches seem fine, that's called dieback. And it basically means the tree's internal plumbing system is failing. The roots just can't pump enough water all the way to the top anymore. This is often the beginning of the end. And what about these little sucker branches growing right out of the trunk? You might think, oh, look, new growth. But it's the exact opposite. This is a panic response. The tree is so stressed and its main branches are failing, so it's desperately throwing out these little emergency leaves to try and get some energy. It's literally the tree's last gasp for air. So now let's talk about the other forces that are working against your tree. We're talking about the constant pull of gravity, the silent invasion of pests, and, of course, the ever-present threat of deadwood. A tree that's leaning isn't automatically a problem, right? Some trees just grow that way, reaching for the sun. The real danger is a tree that used to be straight and has started to lean. If that lean gets to be more than 15 degrees from vertical, especially if it's leaning towards your house or your neighbor's house, that's a huge red flag that the roots are failing. Insects, man, they can be silent killers. You won't see the bugs themselves, but you'll see the evidence they leave behind. Look for tiny little exit holes in the bark. Some are even D-shaped. And check for a sawdust-like material. It's called frass at the base of the tree. These insects tunnel right under the bark and destroy the layer that moves food and water. They're basically strangling the tree from the inside out. The name for this one pretty much says it all: widowmakers. We're talking about large, dead branches just hanging up there in the canopy. They rot right where they're attached to the trunk, and they can fall under their own weight at any second, without any wind, without any warning at all. They are one of the most common and, frankly, most dangerous hazards you can have in your yard. So we've covered all the physical risks, but there's another, equally important side to all this: your legal and your financial responsibility. Because ignoring a dying tree isn't just a safety problem, it's a massive liability issue. And this breaks it down perfectly. Let's say a totally healthy tree falls in some freak once-in-a-century storm. That's usually considered an act of God. Your insurance will most likely cover it. But if your tree had obvious signs of decay, like the mushrooms we talked about, or a big crack or a dangerous lean, and you did nothing about it and then it falls, that's negligence. And you could be held liable for every single penny of the damage. And that's really the bottom line question, isn't it? It puts the risk into perspective. It's not just about the cost of maybe removing a tree. It's about the potentially life-altering cost of what could happen if you don't. So here's the main takeaway from all of this. Being an informed homeowner, doing these simple visual checks, it's not just about protecting your property and your family. It's also about protecting your wallet. It's smart, responsible risk management. We've given you the tools to help you translate the language of your trees. So now, the next step is up to you. Go outside, take a walk around your yard, and look at your trees with these new eyes. Listen closely. What are they whispering to you?